guys, so today is going to be a combination of favorites. I'm calling it my November favorites. However, let's be real, I don't think I filmed a September or October favorites, I'm pretty sure. So this has kind of been a combination of my favorites for the last 2 or 3 months. I've mentioned to you guys this before, I still have several videos that are pre-recorded that are still valid that I'm getting up in between new videos for you guys. So if you see like older material or you're like, wait, she mentioned this already, that's why, because I'm uploading several older videos that are still relevant, but I just haven't ever had time to edit and upload for you guys. So if you haven't caught up on any of my videos and you're not aware, I have been a labor and delivery nurse since July, and I'm currently working 3rd shift. So I work 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. My sleep schedule's kind of all off in between spending time with my family and the girls. It's kind of difficult for me to get into these favorites videos and actually sit down and record them for you guys. So I thought I would go ahead and do a November one because November is one of my favorite months. It's my birthday month and it's Thanksgiving, and it's like besides October, the next best month for holiday shopping and choosing stuff that you like and blah blah blah. So if you didn't watch, have done 2 ginormous Sephora hauls, and a lot of the stuff that I hauled there, I do have some of it's older products that I've had for a while. So I just want to go ahead and jump right in because I have quite a few things. So I'm going to start off with makeup because I feel like I have the most makeup products. One thing that I'm wearing on my face right now is a foundation. I've had this for quite some time. It's the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder Bare Skin Perfecting Makeup, and this is very similar and reminiscent to the new Maybelline Dream Wonder makeup that everyone's like raving about. It's pretty much like a very liquidy foundation that you pour out into your hand, and it looks like liquid, like pure liquid, not like creamy liquid. It looks like water pretty much going on your hand. It dries to a powder finish. I have been adoring blending it out with my beauty blender. For a long time I got away from my beauty blender and I was using the faux beauty blender that I got from Sally's. I'm back to using my regular beauty blender and I have just fallen back in love with this combo. I can't say that this is the greatest for oily skin. I do have extremely oily skin and it doesn't hold up on me all day. I do have to set it with a powder. I will use something like the Rimmel Stay Matte, which is like on its last leg here, but I will use something that's really mattifying to go over my skin and then perfect it with like my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. If I didn't mention, I'm in the color 314 Creamy Natural. It matches me nicely. Like I said, I'm wearing it today, so it's really good if I don't have a tan. It blends seamlessly. It does dry to a very soft powder finish. But like I said, if you have oily skin, you are going to need a touch up throughout the day. This product I hauled in my most recent Sephora haul. This is from Smashbox. It's the Photo Finish Primer, the Pore Minimizing one. This is the newest primer that they've come out with. I had tried their original primer back in the day when I first started making videos, and I didn't feel like that one was good enough for oily skin. It was very, very silicone feeling, and it just wasn't nice. So when this one I saw was Pore Minimizing, which I definitely could use some help with underneath, like this triangle underneath my eyes, I wanted to try it. It feels very similar to the Benefits Professional. The consistency is extremely similar. I feel like it gives more of a mattifying property. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's like I don't know, like a weird silicone powdery finish. It's got a strange texture, but if you've ever tried Benefits Professional, it's exactly like that. Like I said, I just feel like it gives me more mattifying properties. So what I'll do is put this and then apply just a concealer or the L'Oreal foundation, and it does give my skin a more matte appearance for longer. So I've been loving that, and even though it's more expensive, I actually do prefer it over the Benefit Professional. Speaking of concealer, this concealer has like lasted me forever and a day. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. This one is in the brightener, so you can see I don't have very much left, but it's just like hanging on for dear life. It has that like pinky salmony undertone to it, and I literally will only take this and dab it under my eye, blend it out into this corner where I have a little bit of darkness, especially now that I don't get much sleep at work. This works perfectly for me. Typically at work I won't wear a full face of makeup, however I will dab this under my eyes and just kind of blend it out underneath the eye. It just is it blends so seamlessly. It's very comfortable to wear. I don't feel like it's creasing on me at all. It's just really nice. And then I will take another concealer just to spot conceal any spots on my face, powder it up, and I'm good to go. Throw on some mascara, and that's what I'll wear to work, if any makeup at all. Let's talk bronzer. So I have been super into bronzer lately. Usually I wear the Benefits Hoola because I feel like it's like that ashy gray tone, so you can actually get in and contour with it versus like bronzing your face. But this Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced, this is just a little baby one. I think I got in like a holiday package earlier in the year or something, or last year. I never used it. I will take the Real Techniques blush brush and buff this on my cheekbones and up towards my temples, even down on my chin and my neck, and this just gives me the nicest amount and right amount of glow without looking like I'm trying too hard. Have you ever seen like cheekbones that are absolutely gorgeous, but you can tell they tried super hard to make them look gorgeous? I want that effortless effect to my cheekbones, and this gives it to me no problem. So when I finish this little baby sample, this is definitely something that I will be repurchasing. For blushes, I mentioned this, in my Sephora hauls, you saw that I purchased a slew of blushes. I have palettes and palettes galore, and I do love all of them, but I haven't really dabbed in. I've had them for about 3 weeks. I haven't really dabbed into them that much to be able to know that I absolutely adore every single color and blah blah blah. So blushes that I have been using and have been adoring have been from Coastal Scents. These are their Forever blushes, and I talked about these in my Coastal Scents haul a few videos back, and oh my gosh, I am just so in love with these blushes. They're very affordable. They're about $8, $7.50, somewhere around there when they're not on sale. Coastal Scents actually just had a sale this past weekend. They may still be having it, half off of their entire blush collection. So I went ahead and picked up all of them, and they already got to my house. In fact, I have all the packages over there. So now I own all 18 of their Forever blushes, and it was super inexpensive, like $55 for 18 different blushes. That's an amazing deal. And these blushes are uber pigmented. They are so ginormous, like you'll never need any other blush in your life. So two of my favorites have been Alluring, I keep saying that wrong, and I apologize because it is just not working for me, and Radiant. And I mentioned that these two remind me of like crazy colored NARS blushes. So there's two that this color reminds me of, Taj Mahal and Cactus Flower. Somebody on that video when I was talking about this mentioned those two, and yes, this really reminds me of Taj Mahal for sure, but Cactus Flower also with a little bit more orangey undertone, and this is like a barrier version of Red Alert. Like, it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. These blushes are so pigmented. I have just never had such pigmented blushes in my life. Like, that's just crazy. So what I do to apply these, and I got so many questions in that video, like how the heck do you wear blushes like this, is I literally will just tap my brush in, and you can see, like, look at this crazy pigmentation, and I will take it and literally dab off almost all of it on my hand, and then I will go in and kind of buff it on my cheeks. I have on probably way too much blush as it is, and this just gives you the right amount of color without being overly crazy pigmented. So if you don't own these blushes, you need them in your life. In fact, I think I'm going to do an entire video dedicated to each one of the colors and show you how to wear them and how to apply them and stuff like that, and show you which ones I think are worth the buy and which ones aren't. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys would like a video like that. Moving right along, I've had two mascara favorites, which I'm actually also wearing today. This one's fairly new to me, but this one, however, I've had for a while. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga, however you want to say it. I don't know, everyone pronounces it different. This was like a YouTube hit for like the last few months, and I have yet to try it until the last like 6-7 weeks or so. It has this like funky curved brush. It's very bendable and flexy, and I just absolutely love it. It gives me the right amount of volume once it's a little dried out. It's a little too wet for my taste in the beginning, but once it dries out, it gives me the right amount of volume, the right amount of length. It's perfect. And especially paired with this one, this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. It's the little deluxe sample that I got in my Away We Go set from Ulta. This is a standard bristle brush. It looks like nothing special, but this definitely lengthens and defines, while this one is super voluminous. So the two of them together are the perfect combination, and it's all I've been wearing the entire month. One eye favorite, and it's this, I mentioned this in my Ipsy unbagging for November, which I probably will have up right before this video or right after. If I already have it up, I will link it down below. But it's the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 Advanced Performance Cream Eyeshadow, and I got this in an Ipsy bag like 2 or 3 months ago, and I am in love with it. I don't remember what the color is because it was on the little paper that it came with, and of course I chunked it, but I have been loving wearing this. When I say that these like do not budge, they freaking don't go anywhere. I mean, it's like unreal. I have the the most oily eyelids in the whole entire world, and this does not budge. I will put it on my lash line and take my finger. I just do one eye at a time because it dries pretty quickly. I will put it on my lash line, take my ring finger and dab it up, and then blend it out with like a soft brown or a cork from MAC, or even my Coastal Scents matte eyeshadows. Blend it out, and it gives me the most beautiful daytime smoky eye I have ever had. I'm gonna have to do a face of the day with this. I may actually have one recorded. I'll have to double check, but I freaking love it. If you are ever in Sephora, I don't know if Ulta carries them, but I know Sephora does for sure, you at least have to swatch them and give them a try. They're the most perfect cream eyeshadows I've ever tried. All right, so let's talk about the star of the show. What's going on here on this mouth of mine? I talked about these in my Sephora haul, the VIB sale haul, that was nothing but lip products, and they are the Sephora cream lip stains, and I have two of them. I have the one in 01, which is what I was wearing in that video, and then I have this one, which is in 10. I don't know what the names are. I know they have names because I saw them on the display, but unfortunately the package does not reflect that. So obviously the red one is 01 and this is number 10. And now you're wondering, okay, what's on your lips looks a little different than number 10. I actually do have another stain layered over it because the stain is a little intense for my liking. It actually looks like a beautiful mauve maroonish color here. Applied to my lips, it looks extremely vampy. I don't know if it is intensified by my lip color. My lips aren't super pigmented, but it looks extremely vampy. So I did tone it down just a touch with the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Bachelorette. And I like this one, but I thought this was like the end-all be-all lip stain. No. Oh heck no. These are so like 1,000 times better. And they're cheaper. These are $13, not on sale. And I think this was $18 or $19. Oh, just so much better. You have got to pick these up. Just one color. All you need is one color in your life, and I guarantee you, you guys are gonna be stoked. I literally am kicking myself in the butt for not picking them up, all the colors up, during the VIB sale, because now I have to pay full price. First world problems. So the Kat Von D Bachelorette is more of like a berry. You can see this is a true red, this is like a mauve purple, and this is like a berry pink-y color. So this one and number 10 mixed together kind of give me this lip here, and then it's still kind of on the dark side, which don't get me wrong, I like. However, if you're trying to go for like a daytime appropriate fall winter lip, this is like more nighttime vampy. I did put a gloss over it, and this is like a random mix of products, but I used the NYX Butter Gloss in Eclair right on top of it, and this is a really pretty, just like, you can even see the colors like kind of mixed up in there, but it's like a really pretty pinky nude color. So that's what I'm wearing on my lips, if you've been wondering the entire time. So I have two brushes and my little tiny micro beauty blender. I love these three products. Like, this fan brush is from Coastal Scents. It is the BRC 939, which is a redonkulous name for a brush, but it's actually called the Classic Small Fan Brush, if you can look up that one instead of these long numbers, but I love it. I mentioned to you guys in I think my Coastal Scents haul that big fan brush that I had was just not cutting it. It was no comparison to this. I love the natural bristles of this in the size. I apply my highlight with it. You can see I have a highlight on today, and it just applies the perfect amount. You brush it in, you tap it on the tops of your cheekbone, and you can blend it out. You can even fan upwards. You can hit the brow bone. You can go straight down your nose. You can hit your chin. I just adore this, and I think it was like $4. So perfect. I have stopped the hunt for the perfect fan brush. This brush too is from one of their newest scents. It's just the Pearl, I think it's the Pearl 12 set. 12 brush set, and it's the small eyeshadow brush. I mentioned in that random haul of the Coastal Scents brushes that I've been looking for a little tiny detail brush like this, and it's kind of fluffy and really nice, and it's great for under the eye, and it's also great for like blending out shadow up at your lash line. I really have been enjoying it, and it's like the perfect little brush. And then this little guy, oh, isn't he cute? So this is the mini micro beauty blender and it's a little fluffy because I did use it for under eye concealer today. I love this thing. It's just so freaking cute. I do have to say though, it is kind of like, I have big hands for a woman. If you have tiny hands, you know, it may work a little bit better for you, but this thing really has to be fluffy for it to be useful for me, because if I try and use it for my under eye, it literally slips out of my hands like 3 times every application of under eye concealer. But it's totally worth it because it's so stinking cute. Last product is a shampoo, which is from Lush, and it's the Big Shampoo. I talked about this in my Lush haul that I did a couple videos back. I don't even know how many. I am kind of like iffy about Lush when it comes to a lot of products. I want to love them so bad, but half of them I just do not like. They do not work for me. This one, however, is amazing. Freaking amazing. It smells divine. I don't even know how to describe it because I have no idea what they're supposedly like making this to smell like. I don't really know. Oh, it smells so good. It's like, I actually only have one more use of it. It's like this creamy, coconutty, citrus type scent, and it has sea salt particles in it, and it's supposed to be a clarifying shampoo, and I just have to tell you, this literally will make your hair smell like the Big Shampoo for days. For days. It doesn't matter what you do to it. You can style it, you can blow dry it, you can straighten it, you can put hair products in it, and it still, when you move your hair around, will make you smell the Big Shampoo. Oh my gosh, I need to purchase another one of these. It's just all there is to it. Besides the fact that it really does work, it's a clarifying shampoo that really does get deep down into your scalp. It doesn't dry it out. I don't feel like I have to do a deep conditioning treatment after to make it salvageable again. Like, it is just an amazing product, and oh, I just cannot, like, it's worth it for the scent, just the scent alone. Oh. Alright guys, so that was my favorites for November. However, these have been my favorites for the last couple of months, aside from the products that I did get recently. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below some of your favorites for the month of November, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!